Hello everyone. In this video, I'm just going to talk about my journey of writing a blog on a Medium. Day before yesterday, I published totally 200 blogs on Medium, right? So you can see over here. And this journey has started back in 2019 with a very interesting story, right? In 2019, I built a small application for automating the end-to-end process for the distributed application built over the ledger or the blockchain technology. The interesting story is I shared the demo of a working application which automates not only the functional but all the non-functional testing for the distributed system, which is a very complicated and manually you can't even think to do a distributed application testing. So I just demoed that not one, but three senior folks, including an architect. Their reaction was, they told me it was not something which we should pursue because this is not a customer need, right? And that is where, I just got in this idea. Service-oriented company, service-based company, they are more eager towards, the customer requirement rather than the person who is building the solution to solve the customer problems or the requirement they have. When we build something, we as a developer know what kind of nuances we just get into. And we always have these ideas to automate that, right? And that is where when they just rejected, rather than keeping myself, on a back seat, what I decided is now onwards, I'm not going to share any idea with any of the senior. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pursue them that by myself, right? So I started recording a demo on my YouTube video, and today I have around close to 350 YouTube videos along with 200 Medium articles, starting from the blockchain. You can see this is the first blog which I just wrote in 2018. Then I updated in 2019, and just keep writing those based on whatever the knowledge and understanding I just made, on a different tools in the technology which was needed for me to do my day-to-day work, right? The actual transformations, came to me when I just heard this story of a notepad plus plus evolution. I got this idea. The person who built this, he was facing an issue to just get the local editor, right? At that point of time, he tried to just build a small POC and showcase to their seniors. But unfortunately, that idea was just not very enthusiastic for their senior and the colleagues. But it's still that person knows the kind of problem he's facing, how that POC can help him. So he continued with, as a side project. And here we know Notepad++, the most commonly used editor when it comes to after a IDLE, and we all know that, right? So now, then I got this idea. I mean, why do we think in that way where we always just very concentrated towards the customer need? I know it's fact, right? We have to just pursue those ideas which are needed by the customer, but at the same time, who is making that possible to have a solution to solve the problem, we have to understand their idea also matter most, right? It's not about Notepad++. If you just see the Postman tool, which normally to test any API, so many people use it. Same with Docker, right? Very interesting story around Docker, Kubernetes, right? All those product and the application ideas which are very successful now, right? It started with the pain for the developers, right? And that is where the service based companies senior doesn't think about all those product ideas which are going to make the developers life easy. I am being a little inclined towards or biased for the developers need because that is where I thought maximum idea comes into the picture. The another good part which I wanted to share so that everybody get motivated to not just get feel okay if they share some ideas or application, either it is not being successful or it is being rejected by their senior. They don't have to lose a hope. They have to keep pursuing that by themselves if they believe that is something which can be a problem solving uh, for the for the pain or for the limitation they have, and they just think about that product idea or the application idea. The another thing is a GitLab repo, right? In last 1 year, I just built a lot of project, but earlier also I will keep building a project, and rather than sharing with my senior, I always keep it to myself and keep YouTube videos, with the demos, right? Similarly, what I wanted to tell, here my advice actually to everybody: stop looking for the confirmation and stop asking for the permissions, right? Back in 2019, when I built a full platform alone was hard. But today, you know, we have these LLMs, right? These AI tools, right? So we have this AI capability and an ecosystem where multiple tools are there on free, right? Or on a very minimum charges, which we can utilize to convert our actual ideas into the working application. If you would have seen my latest video, on a data analytics platform, which is actually going to replace, not replace, I would say that's not the right word to, put it, but that is for to replace Databricks, as well as Snowflake or a Fabric, which is a very, very optimistic project. The second project I am currently working upon is automating the infrastructure as a code, where we use Terraform, Ansible, or Plumi, right? So all these kind of thing is very, very possible, and you don't need a large group of developers to build those ideas into the application, right? And the good part is, in just a day or two, you can have a working demo, at least the foundation. You can see this is the new infrastructure generator code which I'm trying to write. And I can quickly show you that. See, this is how it looks. We can quickly come here. It's using an AI flavor as well. We can just create, we can just regenerate it if we want. We can simply say that, okay, we want to create a new, and here you can just write anything. I want to build Node.js application with Postgres as backend. And then what's going to happen, it needs a bunch of information to fill in so that this tool can work. Now I'm using an AI tool, basically the Gen AI behind the scene. OpenAI GPT-5o model is running, which is just going to extract the information based on your project information, which you share, which is very minimal. And then it fill this form. And here you can see the estimated cost as well if you want to deploy that into the cloud. And then you can quickly generate. And now you are getting your Docker Compose, Docker file, and bunch of Terraform files. And here we have a security audit, right? So in security audit, you can quickly run the security audit, and it's going to just review all those generated files to see whether it's good enough to just go for a AWS deployment or not, right? So this is one. The second one is, for which, I have already built, I have already published a demo, which is a data analytics platform. We can quickly log in here as well. And so what I'm trying to tell you is, you don't have to, keep your ideas with yourself. You have to just keep exploring that. Here you can see we can create a batch pipeline, streaming, and all those kind of stuff. All these tools are just built with the help of these AI tools, and all alone I'm just building on these tools, multiple tools at the same time. And I'm just creating all the repos so that whosoever is need the access, I can quickly provide them, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is, don't let your idea die with yourself. Build that, you know and show to the world that what kind of problem you are solving. If someone face the same problem, they can also use your code and they can just get the benefit out of, because as there are a lot of open source, and I highly recommend you to just see this community who is behind this open source tools and the libraries and the tools. I'm really, really thankful to the entire community, and I really want to thank all the folks or the developers who are behind these open source tools, libraries, and all those stuff. Okay, okay, so now I stopped waiting for approval. I started writing on Medium, and where I didn't read a manager to say to hit publish, or there is no need for me to ask any permission, right? So that's how I just able to have this 200 blogs published in just 6 years, 7 years of time, and I'll keep continuing doing that. and I also failed, GitLab with a lot of tools which I wanted to build, which is actually helping me to do my day-to-day work, and I would encourage everyone to do that, right? So I'm just closing this by saying the last note: if you have an idea that solves a problem you face, build it. Make it open source, let the community decide if it is good, not your manager or your seniors. Don't let your ideas die in a PowerPoint presentation, put them into the repo. And as always, thanks for watching this. Keep building and share your journey or your experience in the comment section if you have one to share with me.